Hi, this is Steve from Mad About Golf, and today I'm at Golf HQ in Takapuna, and I'm going to compare the Scotty Cameron Phantom 7 versus the Scotty Cameron Phantom 5. So today's video is not so much about the neck of the putter, it's about the putter head shape. And I want to understand why so many tour players are playing the 5 as opposed to the 7. Like if you look at the 5 on tour, players that come to mind is Justin Thomas, Patrick Cantlay, who else? Justin Rose, they're all using the 5. You don't see a lot of tour players using the 7. So let's first look at the 7 model, and what I immediately see with the 7 model is you've got obviously the 3 dots at the top, and you've got these 2 rail sort of alignments that go back, and for me, visually, when I look down at this, I find that actually really useful to have those extra 2 lines going back, and I think there's a little bit more depth in the 7 versus the 5, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. I like the angular shape you've got here going in, so that these 2 lines are pointing in to the three dots here. You've got a contrast between the silver and the black, which I really like, and you've got these black line and then a white line inside it here, which helps with alignment. So the 7 is more about, for me, players that are looking for a little bit more guidance with alignment. Looking at the 5, you can see that the back sort of sharpness is gone, sort of cut off here. It's a little bit less in depth, so I think the 7 goes out a bit further, whereas the 5's a bit shorter. Still got these alignment sort of corners that go towards the 3 circles, and you've got the black here, but it doesn't go back as far. So for me, this is more, I guess, for a player that maybe wants a bit more feel, that doesn't need those guides of those alignment lines. But yeah, visually when I look down at this, it scares me a little bit more than the 7. So both the 5 and the 7 are made out of 303 stainless steel, and on the bottom of the putter you've got what they call the 6061 aircraft grade aluminium, and that just allows them to take a bit of the weight out of the bottom and then distribute it around the edges of the putter around here. And then you've got the weight systems at the bottom, which can be adjusted depending on the length of the putter. So comparing the putters side by side, you can see that the black area behind the 3 dots is slightly elongated on the 7 versus the 5. I talked before about the alignment lines on the 7 where you don't have those on the 5. But yeah, both great looking putters. It really just depends on what suits your eye more. So both the 5 and the 7 models feature what they call the paddle grip, full contact paddle grip. which I think is slightly bigger than the Pistolini grip on the previous models. It's super comfy, contoured, and you can see, if you look closely, there's this little what they call chain link design, which is just really increases your grip stability on the putter. I really like it. We might as well have a look at the different necks while we're here, right? So this is called the jet neck, and as you can see, the toe hang on that is quite heavy, so that's for players that have a moderate to heavy arc in their putting stroke. And then from there, you've got the new model, which is called the 7.2, which, as you can see, it's got a very slight toe hang, so that's someone with a slight arc in their putting stroke. Then we have the standard 7 model, and as you can see, this is pretty much face balance, so that's more suited to a player that has a straight back, straight through putting stroke. And then finally, you've got the 7S, which again is face balance, but you'll see the shaft is in the center of the putter. So they're pretty much your four main models of the Phantom 7 or 5. So one thing I learned recently, which I didn't know, is the different model numbers. You've got your 5, your 7, your 9 and your 11. So they basically indicate the MOI of each putter, so least MOI versus most MOI. And if you then compare that to your blade putter, that would be even less MOI, which is moment of inertia, which talks about when you hit a putt, how it twists when it hits the ball. So least forgiving, but up, up, up. So there we have it. There's my review of the Scotty Cameron Phantom putters, the 5 versus the 7 and how they're different. Just to recap again, the 7 has got more of the alignment lines and aids on the back of the putter to help you line up, whereas the sort of smaller, more compact 5 has got no alignment lines, more for players that need, I guess, a bit more feel, as in, like, you know, they can guide the putter themselves, whereas someone that needs a bit of a visual guide, I would go with the 7. So thank you for watching. Thanks Golf HQ for letting me film here again. If you'd like to buy these putters, you can come down to their Takapuna branch or go to their Whangaparoa branch. You can also buy these putters online at www.golfhq.co.nz. If you use the code MADAboutGolf, you get $15 off your first online order. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.